Okay, the question is, do you have a blueprint or do you have a plan for your golf game? So the reason this is so important to me is because I spent probably 13 years of my golf career trying to get better every single day without a plan, without a blueprint. I'd go take lessons. The coach would tell me, do this, and it was always all about my swing. And yes, I did improve my swing over time, but I never really knew my game and I never really had a plan or a blueprint that I could go, just down a series of steps and see my game improve. So for me as a coach, I was making or have been making plans for all of my players for as long as I can remember. If you come to me for lessons, you don't just get a single lesson, you get a plan. Here's your game right now, here's what we need to do to improve it, and here's how we're gonna get it done. You're gonna do 2 times a week this or 3 times a week that. Basically, whatever I could give the player as a sort of measurable, every single week they're going to improve and they can check something off the list, that's what I would give the player. So initially, I thought this was impossible online until I tested it with a couple different players. First, I tested sort of a general blueprint, what I think everyone should work on, a series of sessions that I think everyone should work on that I know will get people better. So I gave that program to one guy. He actually did that program in 30 days and went from a 15.3 handicap to an 8.4. And then I had it kind of in my head and people were telling me, well, yeah, Sam, that's great. He was able to do 30 sessions in a month. Like most people can't do that. And that's why he got so much improvement. So then I tested the same blueprint with someone over a 6-month period. So this guy has 3 kids under the age of 5. He's got a full-time, really busy job, and he only had time to practice 2 times a week. So he followed almost the identical blueprint. I made some tweaks, but he followed almost that identical blueprint, and in 6 months, he went from roughly a 36 handicap to shooting in the low 80s. And very soon, he's probably gonna break 80. So the idea of the blueprint is just, what it does is it focuses you in on the most important thing. So you're probably familiar with the 80-20 rule, which says that 80% of the outcome or 80% of all of the important stuff comes from 20% of the stuff you do. So if you think about in your golf game, you can focus on, there's 100% of stuff. There's this whole huge golf scope of things you can work on, from your elbow to your wrist angles to your knees. But there's 20% of it that really has the biggest impact. And if you focus on that 20% and you get those things really, really good, then you're gonna get 80% of the results. And to break 80 or to be a single-digit handicap, you don't need the whole puzzle. You don't need the 100%. You need the most important stuff, and you need the most important stuff to be really good. So that's what you get in the blueprint. You can check it out. You just click on the link. It'll take you over to the website. And like I said, it's 30 sessions, and it will outline your next 30 practice sessions, whether you're going to do them all in 1 month or you're going to do one or two a week. And I know if you go through this program, you're going to see massive results. So check it out. I hope you like it. And I hope it just feels good to have a plan and to have a blueprint for your game.